Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about the Blade Infusion 180, the flying characteristics, build quality, and comparing them to the Fusion 180 Smart and the 180 CFX. Initially, I thought I wasn't going to be buying the 180 because I just bought the Smart, but I decided after a little bit of studying it and thinking about it that I liked it. One thing I didn't like was just the tail, just the nature of the tail. But what I did like was the low part count. So let's get more into it and I'll dive deeper into it. Overall, I like it a lot, just the way it looks. I'll get a little bit more into the flying characteristics, but everything is well made, screwed in well. The one thing nice I like about it, it's a lot of this is plastic, so I don't think you have to use Loctite. I love the servos. They're obviously they're metal, but they can rotate well. A lot of just a very low. There's no gears to be stripped, which was nice. Heavy duty. I like the battery tray. It seems like it works really well there. It is a smart, but you cannot program the ESC. So whatever, not that I know of as of now. Maybe you can, but I don't think you can. ESC is kind of standard, which you don't really need to do since it's not going to be in an airplane. But uh, the other thing is that this is the bind plug right here, and you need a bind plug. I wish there was a little button here. Other than that, that's about it. But we're going to be doing a comparison on on the three different helicopters right now. There's not a lot that I can really say about it. Everything's compact. I can only see the problem is if you do crash nose first, you're going to be breaking up some things in here. Landing gear is nice. There's only like a screwdriver, a Phillips, and a flat, and I think two Allen wrenches, and I think that does the whole thing. So that's actually really nice. Then this looks like maybe a motor from a quadcopter that they stuck on, but yeah, some of the servos just look really good and they're strong. So we'll review both helicopters now. Now, if you want pure performance, go with the Smart. It just has a lot more knockdown, smackdown. It can wind up and go. So if you're looking for pure performance, this is the way to go. This is just more gentle flyer. It performs okay, but with the tail and everything, it's just not as good as a collective pitch with the tail in the back. There's quite a bit of difference in size. The Infusion is actually quite a bit larger in the back. Now, if you want, we're going to be doing some measurements now on that. So this is actually hard to do it on camera. So that's 35 millimeters, and this is roughly, can't see it on camera, but 23 for the Infusion. Now the tail is quite a bit smaller too. This is the Infusion. You can see the tail in the back on the Smart, how much larger it is. So just performance wise, tremendous amount there. Let's do the tail too, the booms. Boom is about 10. That would be on the Smart. And roughly 8 millimeters. So a little smaller on the Infusion as well. Obviously, there's not a belt going by. That's why you don't need it on the Infusion. I also like the canopy on the Infusion. It's just built better. It's just thought about better. It when you put a battery in, it used to be super tight to get them on the pins, but it works really well. It fits really well. It doesn't feel like it's super tight and you're trying to break it to get it on. And I just like how much wider it is. You can also tell here, this is the Infusion. We can measure the hub, the head, and that is 9 millimeters, and that's 7. You can see right, the camera's not showing it right yet. 7 right there. So these blade grips are quite a bit beefier on the Infusion than the 180, but it's about it's the same blades, it looks like. I'm gonna just measure those. If you want to get nerdy, we are getting nerdy right now. So okay, so that's 21 millimeters. And this one is 23. I bet you they're the same ones, but doesn't matter. They're very close to the same on that. Okay, now you can kind of see the bottom of this is the Infusion and the Smart. So you can see how much the frame is smaller on the Smart than the Infusion. Is quite a bit bigger. And the Infusion is heavier. It just feels, Infusion feels like a better built helicopter, but it doesn't fly as good as the Smart, but it is what it is. I like the low parts count. That's the main reason why I bought it, just for flying around and not worrying about anything else but pure fun, and not worrying about wearing it out, because too fast of head speed, it's going to be the same. So let's just talk about the size. It's about, oh, that's right. So the Infusion is a little bit shorter than the Smart too, just by a little bit, it looks like, on that. And then the tail on the Infusion, it seems like it's a little bit longer as well. Now you can't tell, but the blades on the Smart are quite a bit longer than the Infusion, but the tail boom on the Infusion is longer than that. So now if you go to this is the CFX 180, you can tell just the size comparison, how much the 180 is smaller than the Smart and the Infusion. Let me get the blades lined up right there. So yeah, I didn't realize how much smaller the CFX was compared to the newer lineup on that. All helicopters fly very well. I love them all. But that's about the end of my review on it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm trying to get more into doing reviews again, and talking about it. A lot of plastic pieces on here, a little bit more metal here, but it's beefier on the grips. But other than that, that's it. So thanks for watching.